So this guy's only running Elise. So he's a Dawn Spiders player. Dawn Spiders Mirror is interesting. We haven't talked about this one yet. This is the first Dawn Spiders Mirror we've seen so far. So what that means is we are going to probably keep Chronicler. I think keeping Chronicler and going for a keeper is just a straight up win condition here. I think it's like too big to not go for. Yeah, that seems fine. So again, like a rule of thumb, this is generally speaking true in card games, is that you want to play either a lot faster than your opponent or a little slower than them, right? So in a mirror, you're both playing at the same speed, which means for your mulligan and playing, you want to make it so that you're playing a slower game than them, because it's easier to like make your deck a little bit slower than theirs, right? So what that means is like I'm looking for cards like Chronicler that are a bit slow but really high value, or cards like Glimpse, cards that draw you cards, basically stuff that costs a lot of mana to get its full effect going, right? That's what slow means, really. Whereas like draw cards are slow because they draw you into cards that cost more mana that you can't really play early, right? So he's not taking an attack here. Okay. We get these 1 free chip damages in. Elise is a great option. On turn 3, there's not a ton he's going to be doing. It's Master. Oh, Master is the highest rank in this game? Okay. Out of your 3 listed tier 1 decks, which would you suggest going first? If you have experience with card games and you want something with a high win rate, the control one is probably the highest win rate. But if you're less comfortable with something like that, then I think Dawn Spiders is a good first craft. It's balanced, it's easy, and I mean, it has a high skill ceiling, but for the most part, playing it to the skill floor is like pretty easy, right? I mean, I think the most important thing is flipping my Elise here and not taking an attack. If we take an attack, something weird could happen. We don't want to give him the ability for that. I think I'll Glimpse pass and see what he does. So what am I playing around? Because, I mean, it is just my own deck, so it's really easy to, like, you know, keep in mind every option. The thing is, he can't actually block the Elise, because she has the, fearsome thingy. And that's kind of a free summon, right? Like, what's the punish for this, actually? I think there isn't really anything at 2 mana that he can do. Like, if he blocks the spider, then his Dawn Speakers doesn't... It's not doing anything, because that's his last unit anyway, right? Whoa! Into the Blackspear! No, no, no! Don't do that! Dawn Speaker is a good card. You gotta respect your Dawn Speaker. You gotta cherish it. So we're flipping the Elise here, which is pretty sweet as well. I don't know, man. Crawling Sensation is a pretty good card.
One way or another.
Like, flipping Elise is pretty spooky. Because it means we can kill the Dawn Speakers without expending the Black Spear as well. Looks like he hasn't fully watched your vids. So, the real reason that Dawn Speakers is so OP, it has nothing to do with his text, and it has everything to do with this number in the lower right corner here. 4 health in Runeterra is immortal. You cannot die if you have 4 health in Runeterra. It's impossible. It never happens, and it never will happen. There's no way around that. Right? Yeah. I mean, I guess I can kill the Dawn Speakers before it buffs. Like, that's why the card is good. Literally, that's why the card is better than other engines. It's not because the text is better than what other engines say, it's because it has 4 health and most, like, every other engine has 3. The text is pretty good, though. I won't lie. I mean, Black Spear is a good option. Leaves the way for, like, Vile Feast as well. Let's see what he does. I mean, he has to... It's, like, the onus is on him to play something here. Otherwise, he's burning even more mana. And he's triggered the Dawn Speaker. So this is a Crawling Sensation. So we're definitely killing the Dawn Speaker with Black Spear for this Crawling Sensation. For sure. Sure. He could have a second Dawn Speaker, which is, like, pretty good value, too, if he has that. I think Vile Feast is alright here. Killing one of the spiders is... Honestly, Vile Feast is kind of... This is Vile Feast's ceiling for value in this matchup anyway, reasonably speaking. I don't think it really gets higher than this. And if he's playing a second Dawn Speakers, or at least is just going to kill it. How good is the game in your opinion? I really like it. It's like, it's very elegant in its design, which is to say it's like, it is fairly straightforward and understandable, but there's a surprising amount of depth to it, right? It's complex without being complicated. It's a good spot for a Black Spear. Ah, the perfect counter, man. I can't glimpse this because I'm losing my Elise and I need the Black Spear for the Dawn Speaker no matter what. So it's well timed. I mean, I might as well just put this on the stack, right? Won't really make a difference whether I do it on my action or on a stack. But yeah, so we're just kind of trading down boards. The real mirror match happening here. I mean, the fact that we killed his Dawn Speakers is big, but I mean, we also didn't draw our own, so it's kind of even, right? 3 spell mana is not really good. That deck doesn't like having 3 spell mana because most of its spells cost 2. Could be a sign that he has back-to-back that he's looking to enable. And we draw Raza, the first of, hopefully, multiple. We have a pretty good attack here, but we are triggering his death status if we do. Is this... Do we just, like, never give him the ability to, like... I mean, he's triggering our death status. So it's just a game of chicken. Whose death status is more valuable? I've got a Redeemer. What does he have? If he has a Dawn Speakers, if he has a second Dawn Speakers and another Crawling Sensation, then his death status is, like, nuts. There's no way, though. There's no way. So he, by not blocking... He's saying he doesn't have death status cards in hand. So the odds of him being on a second Dawn Speakers is very low. Or he's too paranoid of what we might have.
What's that noise?
Could be either. For the Raza, you don't need to go out of your way to enable these. But they can definitely be better if you do. So now this is an interesting spot. Do we play for mana efficiency and take a glimpse here? Or... do we try to save for Raza? He hasn't used a single Vile Feast yet. It's a 3 of in the deck. Which means I save Glimpse for Vile Feast. And play for mana efficiency. So, or not for mana. So I'll burn 1 mana here. We're burning 1 mana. That's fine. Usually, you know, when in doubt, don't do that. But it's fine in a lot of situations where you have to. So we're both at 6. Yeah, I mean, I have to enable Redeemer. It's too important. It's kind of nothing else we can do. I mean, if he actually has a second Dawn Speakers, I guess he wins. I guess he drew 2 Dawn Speakers and I drew 0. But I can't play around it. Like, it's just too ridiculous to try to play around that. That's an okay draw. Oh, Redeemer's such a good card. Look at that. Nuts value. 3/3/3 draw a card. That's actually such a good emote. I need to use that more. Yeah, there's Chronicler. Yeah, this guy's deck is good. Okay. Just have to pass. He doesn't have a second Dawn Speakers. Where's mine, dude? So we both have Razas. And we both know that we both have Razas. The list I posted originally was at 3 Raza. But he didn't craft all 3. Nobody has that many epics. So he has 1 or 2 Razas. He's got lower odds of having Raza in hand than I do right now. Because my odds are 100%. I mean, I can open Raza, but Cursed Keeper is a really good counter to Raza. And triggering deaths doesn't really favor me here. Jesus, am I just passing? Oh, God. I think I have to just Glimpse. Dude, Glimpse is so vulnerable to Vile Feast. He hasn't played a single one. What are the odds he's not on Vile Feast? I'm passing. This game's gonna go on for a while, I think. I don't think I can Glimpse. until he Vile Feasts. I actually don't think I can just let it get denied like that. So this is a fine trade. I don't want to take unnecessary damage. I don't need a wide board right now, so this looks good. So Raza, when dropped, kills the 2 weakest units. And his Cursed Keeper is great protection against that, because it's just a 1/1 that will summon a larger dude. So this is where having multiple Razas usually comes in handy, but here it's not really great. Fiora might allow the Raza to go off for bigger value, as might Fleet Feather Tracker. But I can also play Chronicler for more value as well, and it gives me the draw on Redeemer, which is probably too valuable. Chronicler is so flexible, man. Look at this delicious card. Well, we can't Raza yet. We've got to Raza later. Oh, we're good. We did it. We won. Easy.
Today we turn the tide of war.
We're good. What's he got? He's got nothing. It's 4. It's literally immortal. There's actually no way we can lose anymore. What is he gonna Black Spear and Vile Feast me? Okay, he might Black Spear and Vile Feast me, but that would be like he'd have to 2 for 1. That's the only way you can actually kill that card for value. Man, if this guy, if he hadn't blocked that first spider with Dawn Speaker and put it into Black Spear range, do you know how hard this game would be for me? Do you guys know how incredibly hard this would be right now? He's not Vile Feasting. If he Vile Feasts, he actually does burn the unit, which is kind of funny. But I mean, this glimpse is starting to feel kind of bad. I mean, I wouldn't mind if he burned his own spider, actually. If I Vile Feast him here, he's full on board. He has to burn it. That's fine, right? And I developed Tracker. Tracker is kind of more important to get buffed anyway. Let's do this. So if he Vile Feasts me here, at least he doesn't get his card out of it. And I'm okay with that. Yeah, whatever. So it's basically an even trade, right? Like, he's still winning the exchange just because, dude, Vile Feast is just so nuts. But he doesn't get his card out of it, so that's fine. I don't think we were ever going to pressure that card out, and I don't want to, like, float this much mana anyway. And also, I'd rather use the Dawn Speaker's buff on the tracker than anything else. Also, like, the Dawn Speakers can die. I mean, we stuck a Dawn Speakers to the board, right? And he didn't, so we just win. Isn't that just how this works? Raza punishes the open attack. I mean, he basically just can't actually block anything, right? I've got enough reflood on this board, I think, to do a big attack. I could leave one thing back. I could leave like 1/2/2 back, just to make sure that we have enough to buff. Wow, I think that's actually correct. I think that's actually correct. Because we don't have a super amount of flood coming from our hand. Maybe it's 2/2/2s, actually. Yeah, this looks good. Yeah, let's leave both 2/2s back. Because he's got to take a block here somewhere. He's tanking for 11. That's a really big deal. But of course he enables Dawn Speakers by doing that. There we go. So yeah, the 2/2s. The thing about Dawn Speakers is you kind of want to give the opponent no great play. If you attack with a 2/2, then he has the ability to do a big block and basically wipe your board. And I can't replenish this board because I don't have Crawling Sensation or anything like that on my hands. I have a few units I'd play, but it wouldn't be as big long-term value as I would want. This is good. This is good. This looks very fine. So, you can play Raza here. Raza would, of course, threaten the Dawn Speakers. And there's nothing I can do at this speed that can, like, unthreaten the Dawn Speakers here. I mean, what are the odds Spear doesn't go on Elise? Pretty low, right? So I'm trying to enable my own Raza, but he has these 1/1s that are stalling me out, which is really awkward. I don't think I can get enough value out of Raza yet. I need to get more. I need to kill his Raza with it, I think. But we can redevelop some challengers here. I think this is fine.
They would fall by my blade. Stay away from my pets.
And we'll probably use Black Spear this round, I guess. Oh my god, my Raza is so bad against this board. He's so wide. I mean, his Elise is gonna level up unless we kill it. Unless it'll level up next turn unless we kill it. So might as well just kill it now, right? While we can. And there's no way he has Dawn Speakers, so there's not really a punish to this. Like he would just run himself out of board space if he does, which he would never do. There's nothing to Chronicler here, so I think we just have to develop Spider Queen Elise. I mean, we're both on our last legs, but he can never attack or block with these spiders because he knows I have Raza in my hand. So he needs these spiders to protect his Raza from my Raza. We drew the second Black Spear, which was a way to double kill the Raza, but I will be able to get a block or a challenger on it. We can kill the Raza here. If he drew the second Raza, we have trouble. If he actually drew two Razas, it's a problem. It's a real problem. Here's some challenger. I mean, again, killing his spiders is pretty great here, right? This looks fine, right? If I block the Raza with this, he can Vile Feast it. Honestly, I don't even really mind if he does. I mean, I'm not in a hurry to kill Raza. Really. Yeah, whatever. If he wants to Vile Feast this, you know, the blocker's declared, whatever. I'd rather keep my health up. It matters with the spider counts. Is this a restream? No. We're playing Runeterra, dude. The game is out. Yeah, I was back to back. Pretty good. Was able to get a good enough amount of value out of that, but this is going to give us the kill on his Raza, which is what we wanted. I mean, killing his Raza is just so valuable here. Power. He might have Glimpse. Man, if he has a Glimpse, that's so good. But, I mean, if he has a Glimpse, there's not really anything we can do about it, right? Maybe I should have played my Raza when I wasn't popping his Keeper. Maybe I should have just settled for Raza killing two spiders. I think that was the smart play. I think I actually messed up. Second back-to-back keeps his Raza alive. I kill it with Fiora next turn. Because, like, Razaing the Keeper just feels terrible. But he also can't pop the Keeper as long as he wants to play around my Raza. So I just pass here? I mean, I can't do anything. We're still both at 15 health. Oh, God. Kill Keeper with Spear than Raza, but that doesn't answer his Raza. I mean, I can get my Fiora to level up, I guess. Killing his spiders does actually impact this board, because it makes my Raza better. Normally you don't want to kill cards against this deck, but I think I actually have to kill them here. And Detain is nuts here, by the way. Detain is absurd in this spot. It's super, super nuts. My Fiora might be leveling up. She's not going to win me the game, but she'll probably level up. Wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Really? Really? He passes that spot? I can't Raza yet. I can't Raza without upsetting the board. It's just so risky. I just have to keep passing. I need to use this for its play effect, I think. That's a good draw. That's a really good draw. Vile Feast is nuts here. Super crazy. So it's his turn to attack, and he's not attacking either. And I feel good here. But I can't Raza yet. He's ending the round? Dude, I'll pass all day. I'll pass this every time. That's fine by me. I think I actually want to Vile Feast the spider before I pass. Dude, this is so weird. That is Glimpse. I mean, I can detain his spider now. God, he's using Glimpse on the spider instead of his keeper? So he's fully, like, he's actually just keeping his keeper alive for Raza. I mean, I can detain his spider so he doesn't get to draw 2. To be perfectly honest, that's the best use of detain here. For sure. It's not even close, actually. And he can't even Raza because detain doesn't kill a unit, it just captures it. I'll detain this. Absolutely, I'll detain this. Are you kidding? Detain a 1v1. If he gets it back, I mean, basically, I'm just using detain as like a deny. I'm like denying Glimpse, right? That's pretty sweet. Because even if he gets the thing back, it doesn't matter. Card draw, at this point in the game, card draw is the most valuable thing. Because you have infinite mana, right? So just the ability to deny him from drawing 2 cards is super powerful. And my Fiora, if he passes back to me, I will open attack into this and level up. Why not detain the keeper? Because I don't care about the keeper. The keeper wasn't the one drawing him 2 cards. I'll do it.
Let them eat so.
Yeah, I'll just eat this. This looks great. I don't think there's actually anything wrong with killing this. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing this. Okay. It's a pretty good Raza. I mean, I can Vile Feast his Cursed Keeper now. And then the combat gets cancelled and my Fiora lives. But I can't play Raza this turn. He's not going to give me value on my Raza. But I need to get my... If he actually has a counter Raza, I'm going to be... If he's drawn 2 Razas, so he's 20... He's only 18 cards deep into his deck? God, what is he on if not a second Raza? Back-to-back? He's played 1 back-to-back. He's on either second Raza or second back-to-back. I'm going to let this through. I'm going to go in. I'm going to go in. I'm going in. I think I have to. Okay, now I Vile Feast one of the spiders. Dude, this mirror is actually so large brain. Like, yeah, this is so weird. And now my Raza can actually come down. If this guy has saved an answer to Raza, if he saved a countered Raza, dude, if he drew 2 Razas on the top 18 cards of his deck. He didn't craft 3. He's not running 3 Razas. He might only be running 1, actually. He might only be running 1. Oh my fucking god. Yes, he got us. I mean, he has both Razas. Like... Okay. I don't know, man. How do I not go in there? That just feels so bad. Oh my god, this guy. Oh, you too, buddy, huh? You weren't always this way. He's got one too. Oh. I mean, he doesn't have one of these too, does he? This is probably in no way a good swing. I mean, swinging we just have to chill. We literally just have to AFK until we top deck the second Raza. There's no way he has 3. It's impossible for him to have 3. You can't even craft... He showed 1 Dawn Speakers. So if he has 3 Razas, that means he crafted 3 Razas and a Dawn Speaker. Because you almost can't have 5 epic cards right now. And we drew almost the nuts, which is Redeemer, which is great. That's really, really good. Yeah, we'll block this. This looks fine. I mean, it's a great draw for us. And now all we need to do is just find into our other Raza.
Our ancestors are watching.
Oh, there is justice in this world. That's interesting. Oh, no, there isn't! What? How does he have 3 Razas? I changed the list! If you look at the list on Mobilytics, it literally doesn't even have 3 Razas in it anymore! I changed it! What? He crafted 3 Razas. Did he only craft 1 Dawn Speakers and he just drew it in the first 3 turns of the game? What? Playing Raza here is such a losing move. I have to go for dumb odds. I have to hope he misplays, I think. Playing Raza here is a losing move. We actually can't win if we play Raza here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh well, I guess he got us. Dude. Yeah, we can't win. He has 3 Razas. We're losing to our own deck. This game's so pay to win. I don't even have 3 Razas. We can't do anything. Go. Wah. I do. Are you running 3 Razas and you're just 2 Precipic? Dude, who beelines for the 3rd Raza? Out of all the crafts you could do. This matchup is actually really intense. I could have won this if I played it better. You have to, like... It's so strange. It's actually such a bizarre matchup. This is such a skill mirror. It actually is. But, like, keeping, like, tricks like Vile Feast to protect against, like, their Raza swings and just, like, put them on having, like, Raza in hand no matter what. Like, I took a risk I didn't need to. I mean, it's a fascinating draw. Like, don't get me wrong. It's hilarious. So, if I do this, what are my odds of winning? I have one out specifically. I mean, the odds he has back to back in his hand are so high. I kind of want to not detain, and then like try to get a win if he tries to like troll me. He literally has back to back in his hand. There's nothing we can actually win with here. And there's no win position in this spot. Do it. Back to back. Fucking do the BM, dude. Holy shit. He does it on the 2 non-Razas. The ultimate BM. Oh god. Nice memes, dude. Oh my god. It's happening already. I'm losing to my own net decks on ladder.